Floyd Mayweather almost killed Jake Paul after hearing his announcement of canceling the fight with Mike Tyson. Normally, boxers don't interfere in each other's business, and while they might offer opinions, this level of aggression is unheard of. Floyd usually remains busy with Mayweather Productions, but he was the first to visit Tyson after his ulcer flare-up. Floyd was genuinely concerned about Tyson, who, despite his health issues, was still insistent on fighting. Meanwhile, Jake canceled the fight because he insisted on fighting on the 20th July, almost as if his motivation had an expiration date. But Floyd wasn't having any of it. He taught Jake a brutal life lesson. Because he couldn't just sit and watch, he attacked Jake with all his might. It all went down on June 18, 2024, at a high-profile charity event held at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. The event, aimed at raising funds for youth boxing programs, was a star-studded affair with numerous celebrities and athletes mingling and enjoying the festivities. The atmosphere was electric, filled with excitement and anticipation. As the evening progressed, Floyd and Jake found themselves in close proximity during a backstage moment. Witnesses said the conversation started civilly enough, with Floyd questioning Jake's commitment to the sport and his readiness to face a real fighter like Perry. But things quickly escalated. Floyd, known for his fiery temper and no-nonsense attitude, started losing his cool as Jake responded with his trademark bravado. But before we dive into the complete Miami scene, let's talk about how Floyd Mayweather gave Jake Paul some serious, though sarcastically genuine, warnings. We all know that Floyd Mayweather is a boxing legend, undefeated and unparalleled in skill. Lately, he's taken an unexpected interest in Jake Paul's budding boxing career, but not in the way you might think. Floyd has been issuing stern warnings to Jake about the dangers of fighting Mike Tyson. Floyd didn't mince words, saying, "Jake, you don't know what you're getting into. Tyson is a beast." This wasn't just a casual remark. It was a serious attempt to caution Jake about the monumental risk he was facing. Floyd's concern didn't end there. He openly mocked Jake's previous opponents, pointing out the stark difference between them and a real fighter like Tyson. Floyd was blunt. As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's going to continue to look good and shy. But once he fights a real fighter that can really fight, it's not going to be that good.
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's going to continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter that can really fight, it's not going
This was a bold statement, highlighting the fact that Jake's previous matches were against fighters who, while skilled in their fields, didn't have the boxing expertise of a seasoned pro like Tyson. Here's a fun tidbit. Floyd himself had a hand in selecting some of Jake's earlier opponents. Yep, you heard that right. Floyd knew Jake's abilities and wanted to make sure his transition into boxing was smooth. Throwing Jake in with seasoned pros too early could have wrecked his career. By picking fighters from the MMA world or fellow social media stars, Floyd was not only protecting Jake, but also helping him build confidence and skills gradually. Despite all the public mockery, Floyd's actions came from a place of genuine concern for Jake's safety. When an interviewer asked Floyd if he thought Jake could fight Canelo, Floyd didn't hold back. He said, "You get parir up by Canelo. I'm sorry, it's TMG. Yeah, you can curse, I apologize. But no, there's no way. He'd get demolished." So it's clear that Floyd knew Jake's capability from the very start. He wasn't even on board with Jake fighting Canelo. Now, imagine what he thinks about Jake facing Tyson. Behind the scenes, he made several attempts to mentor Jake, offering advice and guidance to help him navigate the boxing world. Floyd saw potential in Jake, but was fully aware of the brutal realities of professional boxing. He tried to persuade Jake to reconsider fighting Tyson, stressing the dangers and the different level of intensity that comes with facing someone of Tyson's caliber. Floyd's efforts to mentor Jake were comprehensive. He didn't just warn him about Tyson. He shared insights into training regimens, fight strategies, and the mental toughness needed to succeed in boxing. Floyd's mentorship aimed to prepare Jake for the long haul, making sure he understood what it truly takes to be a professional boxer. Despite their different backgrounds, Floyd saw a bit of himself in Jake and wanted to help him avoid the pitfalls that many young fighters encounter. And Floyd's advice is crucial for every boxer in the game, not just because he's a senior figure, but because Floyd Mayweather's influence in the boxing world is monumental. Known as Money Mayweather, he boasts an undefeated record of 50-0, a testament to his skill, strategy, and dedication. Floyd's career began in 1996, and over 2 decades he has become one of the most recognized names in sports. Remember his bout with Manny Pacquiao in 2015? That fight generated over $600 million in revenue, making it the highest-grossing fight in boxing history at the time. As Joe Rogan said about him, he was executing well, no desire, no business being in the middle of him, yeah, but just show you how good Floyd really is.
He was executing him.
Yeah,
no desire. No business being in the ring with him.
No.
But just show you how good Floyd really is.
Yeah, he's awesome.
In 2007, Floyd leveled up by establishing Mayweather Promotions. This move not only solidified his status as a businessman, but also significantly impacted the boxing industry. Mayweather Promotions has been behind some of the biggest fights in recent history, including his own match against Conor McGregor in 2017, which raked in over $700 million. The company is now a powerhouse, known for generating massive pay-per-view numbers and promoting high-profile events. Floyd's vision for Mayweather Promotions extended beyond his own career. He aimed to nurture and promote new talent, shaping the future of boxing. Take Gervonta "Tank" Davis, for example. Signed with Mayweather Promotions in 2015, Davis has become one of the most exciting fighters in the sport under Floyd's guidance. He won his first world title in January 2017 by defeating Jose Pedraza to claim the IBF super featherweight title. Since then, Davis has kept dominating, maintaining an undefeated record and capturing multiple world championships in different weight classes. Another rising star introduced by Floyd is Badou Jack. Signed by Mayweather Promotions in 2013, Jack quickly made a name for himself. He won the WBC super middleweight title in 2015 by defeating Anthony Durrell. Jack has consistently fought top-tier opponents and held titles in 2 weight divisions. His success underlines Floyd's ability to spot and nurture talent. Floyd's influence isn't limited to American fighters. He has also helped promote international boxers, such as Andrew Tabiti, a cruiserweight contender who has shown promise on the global stage. Tabiti, known for his technical skill and power, has been climbing the ranks and making a significant impact in the cruiserweight division. The reach of Mayweather Promotions is vast, extending to numerous fighters across various weight classes. Leonard Ellerbe, the ex-CEO of Mayweather Promotions, often speaks about Floyd's hands-on approach and his commitment to his fighters. Floyd's involvement goes beyond mere promotion. He offers strategic advice, mentorship, and shares his wealth of experience with his fighters. This personal investment in their careers has been a cornerstone of the company's success.
And Floyd was that guy, and the 2 worlds collided, and we used that as a platform for Floyd to go on to become the biggest star in the sport. This one's different because, social media.
Put this in. That's why when I say Floyd's impact on boxing is so evident, you have to believe me. And he has revolutionized the business side of the sport. He was one of the first fighters to truly understand and capitalize on his own marketability, negotiating lucrative deals and ensuring he received a significant share of the revenue from his fights. This business acumen has set a precedent for fighters looking to maximize their earnings and control their careers. And he's the most active figure in boxing, despite being retired. And yes, it's true that he rarely gets involved in others' business, but for Mike, his feelings are different. Mike Tyson's health scare with an ulcer flare-up added a dramatic twist to the anticipated fight with Jake Paul. In May 2024, Tyson experienced severe abdominal pain, later diagnosed as an ulcer flare-up. This condition, causing painful sores in the lining of the stomach, significantly impacted his ability to train and prepare for the fight. Tyson, known for his resilience, faced a new kind of challenge that wasn't about physical strength but about managing his health. Floyd Mayweather, a close friend and boxing legend, was among the first to visit Tyson after the diagnosis. On May 15, 2024, Floyd flew to Tyson's home in Henderson, Nevada. The meeting between these 2 boxing icons was filled with emotion. Floyd, who had always admired Tyson's fighting spirit, was visibly concerned about his friend's condition. Their conversation was a poignant exchange about their health and legacy. Floyd reminded Tyson of his legendary status and urged him to prioritize his health above all else. Tyson, who had faced numerous physical and mental challenges throughout his career, spoke candidly about the fear and pain he was experiencing. The ulcer flare-up was a stark reminder of his own mortality. Despite the pain, Tyson was determined to fight.
Different date, same fate. I'm gonna knock out Jake Paul.
However, the conversation with Floyd made him reconsider his immediate priorities. Floyd's visit was not just a gesture of friendship, but a crucial moment of reflection for Tyson. Medically, Tyson's condition required careful management. His doctors prescribed a strict regimen that included medications to reduce stomach acid and dietary adjustments to avoid triggering further pain. Tyson had to undergo endoscopic procedures to monitor the ulcer's healing progress. These medical interventions were vital in ensuring that Tyson could recover without further complications. His training was temporarily halted, and any physical activity was closely monitored to prevent exacerbating the condition. But despite all this, Tyson was still ready to fight. Meanwhile, Jake Paul's decision to cancel the fight with Mike Tyson was rooted in serious health concerns. After a rigorous practice match with Tyson on May 20, 2024, Jake suffered multiple concussions and other injuries that raised alarms about his readiness for a full-fledged bout. Obviously devastating, and I'm feeling bad for everyone.
Obviously devastating news. I'm heartbroken, speechless,
The force of the blow made Jake stagger back, and before he could regain his footing, Floyd landed another punch, this time hitting him in the eye. The whole incident took just seconds, leaving the surrounding crowd in stunned silence. The immediate aftermath was pure chaos. Security personnel and bodyguards from both camps rushed in to separate the two fighters. Witnesses described the scene as frantic, with shouts and confusion filling the air. Jake, visibly shaken and bleeding from his nose, was quickly escorted away by his team. Medical personnel on site attended to his injuries, which were later confirmed to include a broken nose and a swollen eye. The reactions from those present ranged. Many couldn't believe such a confrontation had occurred at a charity event. Some attendees recorded the incident on their phones, and within minutes, videos of the altercation were circulating on social media, sparking a flurry of reactions from fans and the boxing community alike. In the immediate aftermath, Floyd was pulled aside by his security team. He remained unapologetic, reportedly stating he needed to learn a lesson. Jake, meanwhile, was taken to a nearby hospital for further evaluation. His team issued a brief statement later that night, condemning the attack and assuring fans that Jake would recover. Have you watched that video? Do you think Floyd did the right thing? If so, let me know your thoughts in the comments below.